Here they are, the babies. Puka Dog and Puppy Finn sleeping in the sun. Just wanted you guys to know they're here. Aloha and good day, friends and yogis. I'm Nicole Spirit, and yes, the special guests are in the house, but you can't see them. They're right there. And 2 hibiscus have opened this morning, so what a beautiful day. Thank you for joining. If you've been here before, welcome back. If this is your first time, I am so grateful that you've chosen this practice, and we're simply going to have a kind day. That's what my shirt says. You probably can't read it, but it's just very simple. Have a kind day. So we're gonna arrive in a seated position. We're just gonna anchor down through our sitting bones. And this is my warm-hearted welcome to you. For whatever reason you've chosen this class, we're finding an inner sacredness. We're finding something that is like a gem that's coming from the inside out, and we're gently polishing it with our intention, with our love, with our kindness, with our joy for life, and with our enthusiasm, our charisma, finding our energy. So let's bring our hands to our belly, and we're going to just breathe into our hands for a couple of moments. And I want you to think some beautiful, happy thoughts about your belly. Just how nurturing this part of your body is, how this part of the body gets a really difficult time in life because we spend so much negative energy focusing on what's wrong with our bodies or with our midsection. So just breathe in here, and they say that when you take deeper breaths, you become more spiritual because you're actually massaging all of your inner organs. And they each have a beautiful positive effect. And they also have a shadow, or what's known as the yin side of things. So my gentle reminder is that when the sun is shining on you, the stronger the sun, the darker and deeper your shadow. So always honor that we all have a side to us or an energy about us that maybe we dislike or we're trying to make better friends with. And we just really want to understand actually a Sanskrit word that is ahimsa, which is one of my favorite concepts, which means non-harming. Now that means non-violence, non-harming towards others. That's just a basic principle. But the most intriguing part of ahimsa is that it means non-harming to ourselves, particularly in our thoughts. So catch yourself if you're saying anything negative to yourself in any way, shape, and form. And can we change our mantras to, I am safe and free, I am loved, I am healthy and happy. Let's take a deep breath into that. I am healthy and happy. For that is your true nature. I am loved. Yes, let's breathe into that. Breathe it into every cell in your body. And now imagine yourself as a beautiful, clear crystal with the sun shining on you, the white light, and you're turning to rainbows. You're turning to different colors inside of you. Just really allowing for your best abilities and gifts to come forth. And a question I may ask you today is, if you were a crystal glowing in the sun and you had unlimited resources, what business would you start? What endeavor would you hope to take on? One more breath, taking in a visual of you at your happiest, healthiest, most loved, most free and beautiful space on this planet. One more breath. Beautiful. The crystal that I've chosen to have as kind of a cornerstone for my whole world is this golden egg. And I just love the idea or the metaphor of what the egg is. And I was reading my Qigong book today, and it was talking about, you know, the difference between which came first, the chicken or the egg. And they said in Chinese medicine, in Qigong, in that world, that we believe that it's all one part. Nothing came first because that balance is there. So just like some days you can feel really beautiful and some days you can feel not beautiful. And so that is perfect because we need that duality to really understand that we are born perfect in every way. So I'm channeling, I'm allowing for this stream of energy to come through. Won't you join me now? Let's do 4 ha breaths. Ha is the heart sound, and we're going to bring our arms up like we're making a beautiful butterfly shape before our cocoon opens and our butterfly is revealed. So we inhale up through the nose, and then we exhale, we make the sound as we lower our arms. Close your eyes, visualize opening up your truth and letting go of any stagnancy, letting go of limitation, letting go of anything that doesn't feel good. One more breath. Also my reminder, the second part of the word aloha. And if you know me, you know I like to infuse aloha spirit into everything we do. Whether you've been to the Hawaiian Islands or you just feel that energy of love and tropical beauty and magic all around you, let's do that now. Bring our hands to our heart. Just for a couple breaths, I want you to take yourself to paradise. What does that look like for you? Be in a space that's a sacred heart space that for your meditation you can come back to whenever you need it. One last breath, just being in your happy place. If you know Happy Gilmore, there's a reference for that. Find your happy place. Good. And then we're going to gently just place our hands on our knees. We're going to do a few spinal circles. So just bringing your chest from one knee over to the other and then exhaling and you round back. Have fun with this and remember, have a kind day. Whatever you tell yourself today, I want you to make sure it's in the form of a vegan sandwich. So you've got 2 pieces of gluten-free, organic bread, delicious, homemade, and then you've got the, tofu burger in the middle, and the nice part are the pieces of bread, the bun. You're gonna tell yourself something really kind twice, 2 different things. So pick something. I'm a good yoga teacher, I make people happy, I find kindness in flowers, I smile at strangers, and then come back to center. And then I want you to think of something you're working on or hoping to change. Let's go the other direction now with your spinal circle. And so that is the shadow, that's the ahimsa. That's the part of us that has that perhaps not kind thought to ourselves or others. And I want you to just notice that. What do you tell yourself frequently that is not true? Pick anything, like maybe you don't like how you look in pictures, so you just constantly don't think that you're beautiful, rather than really acknowledging your uniqueness, your beauty, your love. Let's do 2 more circles. And then finish off with a compliment, something really nice, like, I photograph really well, I'm very photogenic. And I say that because I used to take the worst pictures in the world, come back to center, and then I would just really project my love out of my face, out of my smile, and now I get compliments that I'm very photogenic. So it's all about how you're feeling. So let's find that feeling of joy and love in our heart. Let's press our fingers into the middle of our sternum. That's the hard bone that connects your ribs. And this is actually an acupressure point that helps to bubble up joy. So it helps if you think of something that makes you happy. But you can also just press this point and maybe just find gratitude for something. And if you've attended any of my classes, I really love one of my concepts that we've created is turn your grumpies to gratitude. So whatever's giving you a hard time today, shift that energy. One more breath. Press your fingers into CV17, conception vessel 17, right at the heart. Think of something happy, and you know what I'm doing right now? I'm sending you positive energy, love, healing. I'm doing it through the yoga, but I'm also doing it through my Reiki master status, sending beautiful love and energy to you. And all I need back is a bit of your energy. Just send it back to me. Send me a hug, press the like button. Maybe you do something nice for someone else today, and we carry on that chain of kindness, pardon me. Let's release the fingers now. There's a really nice rainbow on my big toe. Can't even plan that stuff. Let's bring the right leg out and let's massage the knee for a moment. I actually want you to bend your knee and just give your leg a little circle one way, and then bend at the ankle and circle the leg the other way. You can even open up your toes. Good. And let's switch sides before I forget. So keeping the knee really bent and just circling around. You're going to feel the circle at your hip, but it's going to radiate into your knee. Maybe your hand is sending your knee some nice feel-good energy. Maybe you're smiling, and I remember Master Chu Yin Lee, go the other way with your circle, reminding us that SMILE is an acronym for Start My Internal Love Engine. So smiling also evokes a feeling of joy and gratitude, and it makes us feel good. Good, pull that left leg in, extend the right leg long again, and now we're gonna do 2 folds over this right leg. So we're gonna bring our hands to our heart, Anjali Mudra, find balance, find focus, and then we're gonna extend our right arm over the right leg long. Take your left arm up and over, say hello to the peace lily, and then bring your arm over towards your right foot. So this is a big opening in the side body here, and you want to even open your shoulder back a little bit so your heart is starting to radiate up to the sun. You might be up here, you might have caught your toes with your second finger. Wherever you are, opening up a little bit more through that left side. Smile, breathe, and say something nice to yourself. I am love. Good. Let's come back up, drop the arms down. Now we're going to bring our whole chest to face that right foot. So it's like your hips move, your chest moves, and we're going to project over our front leg. Big inhale breath, and then exhale to walk down gently. And now you're going to notice that you're in a lateral bend. It's a slightly different configuration. So you're bringing your heart towards your leg. And then another variation, of course, is just to bend your knee and breathe. Let's remember a 7 count inhale and exhale. 7 counts makes it so that we have a parasympathetic response. We go into rest, repair, rejuvenation, relaxation. When we breathe really quickly, then we're in a sympathetic, which is go, go, go. You know, get it all done. The body has no chance to rest or repair. Let's walk ourselves up so gently and mindfully, bring your heart back to center, and then just so sweetly switch legs. I really want to pull the doggies into the frame, but there's no sun right here, and they would protest. But they're here, they're snoring. I don't know if you can hear Puka Dog snoring. All right, we're gonna take our left arm and project it over the left leg. Bring the right arm up and over. Big inhale breath, and we're getting a squeeze in the side body now, the lateral. So just reach over with that upper body. And again, notice the tendency to kind of collapse here with that shoulder. We're gonna try and open up towards the hibiscus. We call them high buys. So my favorite flower, supposedly the most beautiful hibiscus, the most revered in Hawaii on the islands, is the white one. But gosh, tropical flowers, any day, blooming is just a gift from the universe, from nature, from earth. Good. See how this feels? You can play with this, open and close a little, and then come back to center. Release your arms. And then we'll do that movement where we bring both of our shoulders to face that left leg. Big inhale breath, draw your navel in, smile, bend the knee if you like, and then we can bring the arms up and then exhale to release down. Rainbow, rainbow. I'm sending you a rainbow because remember, you're just a beautiful crystal resting on the side of the mountain, And as the light shines on you, all of a sudden, all of your rainbows come out. One more breath. And remember, this time we're bringing our heart towards our knee. So now we're in a forward fold. It has a little bit of a different feeling on the body. Do you have a golden Lemurian egg? Not sure if you know this, but I also sell crystals. I'm not trying to do that, but if you're looking for something really special, let me help you find it. All right, walk your hands up gently. Bring your chest back to center. And where's that beautiful smile? Let's draw that left leg in. And we're gonna finish off seated doing an ocean wave exercise. So we sit up nice and tall. You can have your legs crossed. And we're gonna actually have one ankle in front of the other. And then I even send my ankles just away a little bit from me, hands on the ankles. And we're gonna do ocean wave. So Ujjayi breath with a movement through the spine. Inhale up, exhale back. So remember this breathing, if you've never done it before, it almost sounds like you're making an ah sound or ha sound, but your mouth is closed. The back of your throat is a little bit constricted. So we inhale. Two more. You might even visualize your spine like an ocean wave, inhaling to pull up, and then exhaling, drawing back. Come back to a tall spine, switch your legs, put the other foot in front, and we'll do a few more rounds. And there we are at the beach. We're having the most beautiful day. And all of a sudden, there's a gentle tropical rain. One more breath. We call it the blessing rain. Let it purify your soul. Oh, go lie down. Go lie down. Good boy. So sit up nice and tall. There you are. We're going to do my last favorite seated move. Bring your arms up to shoulder height. Your elbows are in line with your shoulders. Your thumb and middle finger take the mudra, which is for patience, patient perseverance, the last A in aloha, ahonui. Let's turn left, inhale, turn right, exhale. If you like this, do it. If you like it fast, go faster. And we can attach a mantra. Kind day, kind day. Now say it inside. And if you don't like that one, or if you want something else, choose a different mantra. Safe and free, healthy and happy. And I want you to churn out anything that's stuck in the middle of your body, in your third chakra, your manifestation center, the golden manipura at your solar plexus. Last 3 breaths. 2, and then 1, and then slow it down, come back to center. If this is challenging, you can always lower your elbows a little bit. Let's hold for 1 breath, roll your eyes in and up, look in the center of your belly. Manifest your next dream there, good. And I'm sending you extra light and love to help reach your goals. Let's come off of our seat. We're gonna ride on our hands and knees. Let's wag our tail. I remember my favorite character from childhood, Pink Panther. So you're just wagging your tail. Imagine a fairy tale. What color would it be? If this really bothers your knees, I can hear my knees crackling around a little bit. You can always double up your mat and leave that under the knees. But again, no pain, just making sure we're in a nice, comfortable thing. Okay, wherever you are, release. And we're gonna engage the belly into the low back area. Feel that nice length in the spine, and then we're going to take our right arm and bring it out in front, coming into sunbird. If it's available, the left leg reaches out behind you. So stay on the toes, and when you're ready, engage the navel and bring the toes up. Point diagonally through the fingers and toes, and you breathe, and maybe you shake a little, and you feel this midsection of the body really engaged. One more breath. Maybe you get that booty in there, and give the buns a little squeeze. And then release the hand and the knee, see how you feel, and then let's do the other side. Left arm projects long, right past your head, like you're shaking somebody's hand. And then your right leg comes out behind you. So this is option one. If it's available, point through the toes, say hello to that peace lily, say hello to that peace inside, and feel that diagonal line between your fingers and toes. Engage your core, let yourself shake and vibrate. And there's a little saying that if we shake when we're young, we won't shake when we're old. So we're letting our nervous system rebalance, rejuvenate here. Good, last breath. Beautiful. Let's release hand and knee. Just stay on all fours, flat tabletop spine. And then let's do a little wrist relief here. So we're gonna lower our forearms to the ground. We're gonna keep our hips up in the air. And if you've never done this before, we're gonna try dolphin pose. This is also a really beautiful pose as a variation to downward dog. So curl your toes under, and if you're like, nope, not doing that today, then certainly find your downward dog. But this is my wrist relief, shoulder building. Favorite spirit animal is my crystal dolphin, that's me. And then we're gonna come up. So engage your belly, toes are curled under. We're gonna lift the hips just like you would for your down dog. And then if it's available, you might even walk your feet a little bit closer, or simply just lift and lower through the heels. Swim that dolphin. My rainbow moonstone is getting stuck on my chin, which is super cool. Good, and then pause. Bring your knees down, let them hover if that feels nice, and then bring the feet back. All right, we're here for a moment. We're gonna try forearm plank. So lean your whole body forwards. Come here for a moment. Now, if it's way too much, stay here. If it's available, engage your core, engage your thighs, push the ground away, and feel that upper body area, the strength in your neck and shoulders. If this doesn't work for your shoulders, or if it's bothering you at all, your variation is to have the knees down, and your second variation is to have the arms straight. Again, knees down as well. So choose which variation works for you. Let's hold for one more breath. Let yourself shake and vibrate, and tell yourself something really nice right now. I am amazing. Good. Lower the belly, lower your chest, float your hands back by your sides, by your shoulders, and breathe. Relax through the head and the neck. If there's any tension in the head and the neck, just back off. Remember to use your breath as a gentle guide, just checking in with how you feel. Good, one more breath here. Good. And then we're gonna do some cobra lifts. So this one, I really encourage you not to use your hands, but if you're trying it out for the first time, of course, push the ground away with your hands, bring your upper body off the mat a little bit, and then lower back down. For the gentlemen doing this class, make sure you just adjust. And then this is where I'm gonna lift the hands with the lifting part of the chest. Inhale up. You're not gonna lift as high. And then exhale down. This is a really popular Pilates move as well, because it helps us to focus on the powerhouse energy of our core, which is also in our back. We forget that our core extends to the sides and the back of the body. And in Qigong, the back is considered extremely important, known as the door of life, this region that's at the low back area. Let's do 2 more lifts. If you're using your hands, that's totally fine. I just wanted you to feel the difference. Good. And then push the ground away. We're going to arrive by bringing our feet underneath us and coming into a squat position. tried to subtly pull up my pants and it made such a loud noise. And then we're gonna bring the back side of the body up. So let your heels sink into the ground, let your head be below your heart, and breathe. Variations here, you can always keep your hands on the floor, hands behind your ankles, clasp your wrists. Even an option to bring your hands behind your low back. Another option, float your arms up and away from your spine. This feels incredible if you've never done it. It's a wonderful way to release your back in the middle of the day or the middle of your yoga class. One more breath. Wherever you are, no judgment. Remember ahimsa, non-harming thoughts. If you learn one word this year, make it ahimsa. And remember, every time you think anything negative, release your arms, start to roll up. Yes, anytime you think anything negative, possibly about yourself or even others, that you replace with a kind compliment. Give yourself a beautiful, kind sandwich. Good, and as we arrive in Tadasana, standing mountain pose, just take a couple moments. Your feet, you might even lift them so that the toes come off of the floor, and then you gently lower the toes down. And while we've got our toes in consideration, let's bring our hands open as well. And we're just gonna find a place where we let our arms rest, and we breathe. And if you want to take this into a standing meditation pose that we do in Qigong, you bring your feet under your shoulders. You let your tailbone sink slightly, the knees bend naturally, the chest sinks, the shoulders come down and back. Your hands come out in front, and it's almost like there's a marble between each finger. And you make sure that your chin is not tucked too far down and not lifted all the way up. It's as though there's a little hook from where your ears meet at the top of your head, and it's suspending you up. And we visualize that our hands are just floating on two balloons on water, and we breathe. There's a little bit of space underneath the armpit, almost like there's a tennis ball, so that the chi, the prana, the life force can circulate around your body very mindfully. And it's said that standing meditation is the most widely practiced form of yoga and energy work in the world, particularly in Asia. This is called Wuji, which means the highest state of nothing, emptiness. So we just imagine we're being hung from a little hook, and we're connecting with the cosmos, with nature all around us, and with the earth energy. And we feel a sense of being totally in balance. Empty, nothing, highest state of zero. And it's important to know what our 0 point is, what our home base frequency is, so that we notice the effects of the pendulums or the energy around us. Our spouse, our job, our children, our pets, our home, our lack of these things, you know, what we give our energy to and what we want to give our energy to and what we give our energy to and we don't realize. One more breath in Wuji. And you might state that I am a sovereign being, I am free, I am love, and I follow the universal laws, which are kindness, love, brotherly and sisterly love, the love of the father and the mother and the lover. There's no abuse, there's no degradation. We come into a place where it's graceful, it's graceful. And I was just reading in one of my favorite books recently about the notion of Jesus Christ and how he was, in fact, a beautiful savior on this earth, but he wasn't just a monk meditating, he was, in fact, a father and a lover. And that energy got a bit distorted of, you know, we're revering somebody who's just said to be like a monk, but then we didn't learn the proper values of what really beautiful, paternal, and kind energy is. I might have gone off on a bit of a tangent there, and I appreciate your time and energy. I'm not trying to promote any religion, just the idea of where we got distorted in our views of masculinity and femininity, and finding balance now. I love you, I love me, and you're perfect just the way you are, and you deserve joy and grace and kindness. Good. Let's release the hands down. We're just going to do one standing pose today. It's not an easy one, so let's pay attention. The left leg is going to be standing leg. We're going to bend the knee. We're going to do Garuda Asana, the beautiful eagle pose. So we're bending through that left knee. My arms right at the side for balance. And I'm going to pick up that right leg up and over. Toes are going to go on the floor. 2 points of contact, super easy. Otherwise, maybe the foot rests on the side of the leg, on the calf. If you're able, you get your toes coming out the other side. I don't know if you'll ever see me do that. And then we're going to bring the arms in. First, the right arm in front of your face, bent at the elbow, and then the left arm on top of that. Now, if this feels like it's a good place, V for love. If it's available, you spiral your palms together and notice how the body is struggling to find balance. If this is your very first time doing eagle, perhaps consider doing it against a wall. Or maybe you just do the legs or the arms. One more breath. Look at something not moving. Sink down into that imaginary chair. Pull up the elbows slightly. And then we're going to let go with control. Inhale, the arms float open. Exhale, release the leg. And then we're going to come back down with the arms. Left foot is going to be the standing foot now. Take your right leg up and over. What am I saying? Right leg is the standing foot. I was sitting there going, don't confuse it, don't confuse it. And I confused myself. So thinking, your thoughts become things. So you don't have thinking power, you have choosing power, because we have supposedly 1,000 thoughts per second. Right leg is the standing leg, left leg up and over. See how you feel here. So again, if I mentioned doing it against the wall, you can just go and lean up against the wall and hold this position. Then play with that foot. Maybe it rests on the calf. Maybe you spiral it around. Yeah, it's never going to get there. And again, if I say it's never going to get there, it never will. So now left arm in front. Catch a rainbow if you can. Then the other arm, and we've got a V. I love me. Maybe just give yourself a quick hug and a little kindness to you. And then if it's available, as much as you can, you spiral the palms towards each other. And you see how that feels. So sink a little bit on your inhale. Exhale, maybe you draw those elbows up, shoulder blades down. Look at something not moving. One more breath. Catch your rainbow. And be like a beautiful Garuda, the eagle. Wings open, release the legs. We're just gonna do one thing for our thighs here. We're just gonna swing our right leg back and forth. You can swing the arms as well. Just getting ready for a little quad stretch here, and then we're done. Okay, so pause. And then if it's available, again, you might be against the wall again, or with it behind you, or sitting in a chair with your left butt cheek on the chair, your right leg off, and you bring your hand to catch the foot. So first variation, you could just be here. Second variation, if it's available, lifting the foot. And third one, holding with both hands. Send your knee down, your hip flexor forwards. Look at something not moving. Good, and then release. Shake out your foot. Then we do the other side, the left leg. So swing forwards and back. So many rainbows this time of year, this time of day. So nice. And it's a beautiful day. If you've got stuck in Groundhog Day in your life, I wish for you it's a beautiful day. It certainly happened to me the last 2.5 years. Over and over and over. So luckily we have these magic hounds. They're here, I promise. So we're swinging our leg, our left leg. They're like, it's okay, there's still a bit of sun. And then we're gonna bring up our left foot. Take your foot in your hand, either just have it on the floor, toes on the ground. See if it's available to lift that foot. And you might even choose both hands and breathe. Wonderful. Let's release that foot, shake it out, and then come back. Good. Now I want to float down to the floor. See if you can do it without your hands. If not, that's okay. And we're going to arrive all the way down to the mat. Maybe you didn't even use your hands the whole time. So remember a little bit of core every day. We're going to engage our core. We're going to release to the ground, and we're not going to crash. So let yourself hug that imaginary tree. What is your tree today? Please write it in the comments. What is your random act of kindness to yourself today? What is your random act of kindness to someone else? Good. And then let's keep the knees bent. We're going to let the knees float in together. Walk your feet out to the edge of your mat. And then just rest here for a couple of breaths. You can bring your hands over your lower belly again, but you can also choose where you might let your hands arrive. I'm going to make an energy ball, so let's rub the hands together. Side to side, make a circle. Get your hands really nice and warm, feel that friction, that energy, and then as you separate your hands, you're going to feel this energy between your hands. Okay, as wide as your shoulders with the hands, and then curl the fingers and then bring the hands back together. Really gently, really slowly, don't let them touch. And maybe you close your eyes here and you sense and feel as you breathe with your hands that you feel an energy ball forming, a chi ball. And we're going to intend that this ball today is the most kind, loving, golden light for us today. And we can create this every day. And if you have a little extra love and energy, you can always intend that this healing, kind ball reaches anyone in need. There's somebody that you're praying for or sending loving, healing kindness to. If someone's ill or somebody's getting through something, they can also benefit from this kind, loving ball of light. Now see if you can bring it to your body. Use your imagination. You don't have to feel it or sense it. You can just intend that you're bringing this ball towards your body. I'm going to choose my heart today, and I'm just going to let that healing ball of light merge with the heart chakra, Anahata chakra. And we're going to go back to that happy place we created a few minutes ago and just meditate in your happy place. This is where you see yourself peaceful. This is where you connect with your inner child. So if you can, creating a memory of yourself as a happy child right now, feeling that joy for life, that excitement to be alive, that fun, that perhaps sometimes even a little bit of silliness before we learn all the logic and all the rules. And I just want you to connect with your inner child. If you don't have a happy memory, pretend right now that you do. If you used to imagine how it would be so nice if you had ... imagine that you grew up with that energy. Maybe you find out at a certain age that your biology is different than you thought. And maybe you actually have siblings, or maybe you actually have a different parent. Maybe you're going to get a pet one day. Maybe you remember a childhood memory now that is just so happy. And let that embed in your belly, the childlike energy, and in your heart. Feel and sense yourself now. Create a vision of you happy and healthy. And then spend a couple moments going to your wisdom center, your higher self, your energy of your mind, and even above the crown chakra, and connect with your wise higher self. Connect with your soul, the part of you that's here with every lifetime, no matter what you are, a blade of grass, a human being, a dog. and your soul knows your truth. I mean, have you ever wondered if you love dogs or cats so much, have you ever been one? So wherever you are right now, let's imagine those three centers, your higher self, your current happy heart self, and your inner child, all melding together in your heart space. And as it is now, we connect with the earth chakra, we connect with the chakra of our soul, our stellar gateway chakra, and we imagine all of these connected beautifully and in our heart. We're complete in our heart. Take a deep breath. And wherever you are and whatever is going on for you today, I wish you a beautiful, kind day. You can hang out here in your resting pose for as long as you wish. Pause the video. And when you're ready, we'll gently think about releasing and coming back to our beautiful reality. So roll onto your side. Push the ground away with your strong arms, but be gentle and soft like a feather, floating in the wind. And then arrive in your most comfortable, easy pose, in your sukha, in your space of grace. Your 0 point frequency, your kindness, and here we notice when we go up and when we go down, but we always have that kind space in our sacred heart to return to know who we really are. Let's float the hands together at the heart. We dedicate the merits of our practice to all sentient beings. May all beings be relieved of their suffering, and may we dwell together with great fruitfulness and harmony. The light in me greatly honors and sees the light in you. Namaste. Thank you. Look at the rainbow on his paw. Thanks, guys. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to Yoga with Nicole Spirit. I so appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you again. Have a kind day.